Alright, Shalom Makim. It's the brother Aryaga from Grand Rapids Camp. First of all, I'd like to give all praises, highest honors to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Rakak Wadash. Shalom to the brothers out there, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone, the brothers out there doing these works in truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom to you. Alright, so today, just coming at you with a couple quick scriptures concerning the majority of these jakes, the proudest ones out here. Really, man, you should be ashamed, man. You niggas should be ashamed. And yet you the proudest ones out here, man. Shit is crazy. Especially these jakes and these women, man. These men and these women. Or these males and these women. Alright, you think you add numbers on to you, and the more hoes you done fucked, or for some reason, the more men that you slept with, makes you more desired upon, puts you in a higher standing. It makes you a man, or gives you the freedoms that you desire as a woman, whatever it may be, man. Alright. Especially these celebrities. And those that know the truth and they teach you the wrong, like Comfy, man. Y'all niggas should be ashamed of yourself. But that's all right, because even though you're not ashamed right now, you will be. Because you're going to remember all of this. Everybody is. We're doing this for an even greater gift than having some kind of fame, fortune on this side. All of that shit is, I don't want that on this side, man. Because it's corrupted. Corrupted riches, man. So I'm gonna start out with Jeremiah 2. It says, moreover, the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai came to me, saying, go and cry in the ear of Jerusalem, saying, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, I remember thee, the kindness of thy youth, the love of thine espousals, when thou wentest after me in the wilderness, in a land that was not sown. And the wilderness is outside of Israel. Okay? Or outside of Jerusalem. Israel was holiness unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And I set that up first and foremost. That's the stature that he's given us. That anybody that, bring all these evils and these atrocities upon us, starting with the so-called white man, Esau, they're going to pay for that. The Most High is going to make them pay for all of that. Everything that they're doing to us. Double, as a matter of fact. Bear with me, brothers. Let's jump down to the 11th verse. Jeremiah 2 and 11. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit. Right. So, Jake, whether you be in these church houses, no, not church houses, excuse me, these whorehouses, or not, it's a lot of bullshit that's floating around out here. Whatever gods, whether you choose to be a Muslim, a 7-day Adventist, all of that bullshit. What is in the whole ass nigga TEP squad, one of these Wakandan forever type niggas. All of that bullshit. You worshiping other gods, man. And it's sad. Even sweet baby raised Jesus. So-called Edomite, or so-called white Jesus. Not so-called Edomite. Because you chose, and you walk around with that crucifix on your neck, man. You looking like a damn fool. Because first and foremost, why would you wear something like that around your neck and you say it's for in memory of the Lord? You only worshiping his death. Don't let it have that little crucifix on it of Cesare Borgia. You know, that just add even more stuff to it, you know? If wearing an idol around your neck wasn't enough, then you go a whoring after these guys like you always have. So like, hold up, this one. So, you niggas is gonna have a lot to pay for, man. We doing this to glory in the kingdom to come. You know? And we'll take that shame on this side. Alright? Like I said, bear with me, please. I got my little technology set up and shit, you know. And try to utilize it. Alright, so yeah, I should have just stuck to my lesson plan. Let the spirit go as it will. So I just want to go further in depth as to the individuals, or the 2/3 in general, just to generalize it, and which this message is going out to. A nigga is definitely a spirit, so if that nigga spirit get on you, brothers, you gotta step out of that shit, you know. What we take notes for and different things like that, you know, and write our lessons down and put all things in writing, because you'll go back and you'll read something years later and it'll make you just like, dang, I need to get back on it, you know. And you realize, like, damn, boy, I was on fire, you know. And it make you go back and really reflect and learn and take that in, all right? And then build upon it. That's amazing, man. I just read some notes that I had. I was just like, damn, man. You know, it fires you up again. It fires up that oven. I'm talking about 1,000-degree oven. You know. So jumping back to it, Jeremiah 2:11, hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods. But my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit. Right. And that doesn't profit us in any way to, you know, flee away from our power, our most high power at that. You know, especially in worship of something that's no God at all. But these niggas in these church houses and after these other religions and shit, that's what they flock to do. This is Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and loveth the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. Right. So you can't serve the one true most high power and Mammon. Okay? It's just money. What is it? It's just a comic Aramaic word, Mammon, for riches. Okay? And so, whatever those riches may be, they don't necessarily have to be millions of dollars. Hell, a lot of our people get complacent getting hood rich, nigga rich, you know? And they take that and that fires up their ego to continue on in their wickedness, man. In all actuality, when you got brothers out here and we point it out to you, you get all offended and shit. Blessed are those who are not offended in me. Why are you offended when we telling you the truth? You know? Even when the Spirit tell me the truth, or the brothers, or whoever it may be, however Yahweh Shem Shai purvey that message through, it cuts you, man. But you use it. You use it and you build upon it, right? You don't just get angry with the Most High because whoever bring that message or however it come forth to you, you don't rebuke that because you rebuking the Most High. You take it and you consider it and you apply it to yourself. Jeremiah 2:12. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water. Right, so when we talk about Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the words of the scripture, which are his words, that's the fountain of living water that flows forth from our bellies. Okay? And it says, when my people have committed two evils, they have forsaken me, the fountain of living water. So they dried up right now. Right now, they in a bad condition. They in zombified state. A zombie don't give a damn about drinking water or drinking anything. You know? Motherfuckers want brains and flesh or whatever it may be. In this society, flesh, because half of y'all can't do away with without having your meat anyway. Or chicken McNuggets or whatever the fuck it may be. Your flesh, alright? It says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? We wasn't a homeborn slave. We were created to be kings and die, but we died like princes, man. All right, like it says in Psalms. So why the fuck are you sitting here being spoiled when we in such a bad condition? And even to those that do have all that money, look at what these Edomites have you doing. Have you out here doing the basest and most vilest things? Have you out here blood sacrificing, having sex with boys and men? You know what I'm saying? All for a slice of his cake, his corrupted ass big pie, you know? Continuing on. It says, the young lions roared upon him and yelled, and they made his land waste. His cities are burnt without inhabitants. Even though they inhabit it to this day, spiritually it's not inhabited with our people, with the righteousness of our people. All right, it's being defiled and treaded under the foot of these heathens, man. 17th verse. Hast thou not procured this unto thyself, and that thou hast forsaken Yahweh Shem Yahushai thy God when he led thee by the way? And now, what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt, to drink the waters of Sihor? Or what hast thou to do in the way of Assyria, to drink the waters of the river? Right, so you drinking all of these different doctrines and shit, man. These Egyptian doctrines. Okay, let's see. All these different doctrines of other nations, because you still have our people scattered to the four corners of the globe that still think that they Egyptians and Assyrians, even at this present day and time, following after their customs. A lot of those cats dying over there are our people, you know, scattered to the four corners of the globe. Thine own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken Yahweh Shem Yahushai thy God, and that my fear is not in thee, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, power of hosts. So, for you not to fear right now, to do this wicked shit, man, that's a terrible thing. Because if you don't have fear of the Most High, he's going to make sure you bring that fear. He's going to bring the pain, you know? And he's not going to make it as if it would be something that you will quickly forget, because it's going to be unto death. Aside from whatever torments you have to go before you get there, because you can die a slow, painful death. Shot in the stomach and bleed out for 3 days straight. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. Gangrene, you know? Tell you, man. Um, Jumping down to the 21st verse. Yet have I planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? For though thou wasn't, for though thou wash thee with nitre, which is basically baking soda, and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquities is marked before me, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right. So you can't try to hide just because you keep yourself squeaky clean, or you keep, like he made the comparison, Yahushai, to the Pharisees. You clean the outside of the cup, but the inside is all fucked up. You know? Because you can't hide your wickedness. It's going to come out somehow. For though thou wash, 23rd verse, how canst thou say, I am not polluted? I have not gone after Balaam. See thy way in the valley, know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways. And a dromedary is a female camel. Traversing her ways is, man, just doing your own thing, just running. Moving with haste, you know. You're going to sit here and try to say these church houses and within your wicked ass own mind, you're not polluted, you know. Most I got you blinded, man. Jumping down to the 26th verse. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets. Look, man, I know I'm nothing. I know that I am nothing but filthy rags. Jacob, thou worm. I know I'm nothing but a worm. Because we out Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we nothing. And yet, you know, these are the same cats that really think that they on some kind of high state. Like that, like motherfuckers should be praising them or something. You know? You should actually be ashamed as fuck. I'm ashamed, man. I don't even know what the fuck I did in my past life. But I'm ashamed for the shit I did in this life. And that I'm not going harder than I am right now. Even though I'm striving. You know? Come on, man. You have nothing to be proud of. In all actuality, which you'll come to see in time. Saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth. I mean, that's those wicked ass Muslims, man. Nation of Islam and all that bullshit. Worshipping that big faggot ass stone. Kaza stone. Then they start getting mad because motherfuckers say Allah is gay. Then the Edomite lady from the UK, which she might have been a J, who knows, for passing out flyers. No, she was from Canada. She got banned from the UK for passing out flyers saying that Allah is gay. When all actuality, if you look into the Quran itself and the translation of it, you'll find out that yes, be served by handsome youths and all this other bullshit. And in the spirit world, you know what I mean, that's homosexuality. Look, if you look close into that and you see their customs, you will find out that, yeah, that's some homosexual shit. So she wasn't saying it was wrong. She wasn't making a joke. She was saying the truth. She wasn't trying to, you know, put out some kind of smear campaign, because it's already smeared. Smeared with shit, piss, and cum, and all kind of reprobate things, man, because it was built on something that was a reprobate foundation, which is from the Catholic Church, man. It was a creation of the Catholic Church, and I'll do a lesson on that as well. And the apostles put out an awesome one on that years ago. Continuing on. For they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, Arise and save us. Don't call on the name of your God. Sweet baby raised Jesus. Well, why does the name matter? Why does it matter? We pointed out to you continuously. You will, first and foremost, you will want to be called by your name and not some other name. Especially if we worship a jealous God. Why are you going to call him by another name and expect him to answer your prayers? Okay, we did that in our heathenship when he saw fit for us to receive the name. Man, you're supposed to jump on that and do whatever kind of research you have to see if it's true or not. But it resonated in my spirit, and I did the research. Come on, man. Continuing on. On the 30th verse. In vain have I smitten your children. They receive no correction. Your own sword hath devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. So the Most High, even at this point in time, from the sins of our forefathers, which we are our forefathers through spiritual reincarnation, okay? The same cast that killed the prophets is back right now. So a lot of these children that you see about, they was the same wicked motherfuckers in the past. Where you see them out here doing this wicked ass stuff and out here getting down in the streets and, doing whatever kind of wickedness. Witchcraft, sorcery, all of that shit. Most High is putting them to death the same way he did back in the day. I saw this happen in this beginning of a cleansing, because this is a spiritual spring cleaning. O generation, see ye the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Have I been have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, we are lords. We will come no more unto thee. Right. The Most High has never made it so he was hard for us to find until we came into our captivity. Outside of that, when we was in our own land, we knew who we were. We just kept going off and whoring after the other nations and just going about doing all kind of diverse wickedness that is against our very law, statutes, and commandments. Yahweh Shem Yahshai got tired of that, as any self-respecting father would. It says, O generation, see the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Oh, Salakia. 32nd verse. Can a maid forget her ornament, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. Right. Y'all still, and then we bringing it to you through the spirits of the prophets, which is subject under the prophets. And you say, oh, y'all ain't no prophets, y'all always quick to label yourself. Look, man. If it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a duck. We doing the things that Yahweh Shai told us to do to the best of our ability on these highways and these hedges. We pushing this word. We making these video epistles. So it's going forth. What are you doing? You looking at us. You looking at me. You looking at the other brothers. Scoffing and talking shit. We still doing it, but you taking time to think about another man. And it ain't Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. It's faggots, man. It says, why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Right. When you try to make this wicked shit, Jake try to make this wicked shit look good, man. They try to make it look good. You wonder why these CEO reps and all these different corporations is so high and mighty right now. Well, these devils, Jake taught this shit to them. They taught these devils how to make how to be wicked, and they took it to the next scale. They mass produced it, you know, and monopolized it, because that's what the wicked is going to do. And that trim is that way. Why you make it look good? A Nino Brown passing out turkeys and shit. These niggas passing out turkeys, but you still selling this sorcery and shit. Like that's an oxymoron. That's stupid as fuck. Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Jake is a joke. They're a straight up joke. Let's go to Ezekiel 20. Let's see. Ezekiel 20. Excuse me. Ezekiel 20, 42 to 43. It says, Ezekiel 20, 42 to 43. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh the Salakia. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, when I shall bring you into the land of Israel, into the country, for the which I lifted up mine hand to give it to your fathers. And there shall you remember your ways, and all your doings, wherein ye have been defiled. Ye shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for all your evils that ye have committed. So when we make it into the kingdom, you're gonna have your head down. Like we like to say, you're gonna have your hook to the sky. Hook your head going, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the apostle made a good point too. You know, those that die in this work, or that live on to the end, they'll receive that reward, crown of life. You got to hit, hey man, hold your head up, brother. You know what I'm saying? We're in the kingdom now. I look forward to that day. Because we don't have that now. No. We look down upon. But then that day we'll be able to glory in the smile, man. You know, I just be seeing little glimpses and stuff. And just how beautiful it would be. Like, my boys came in here, and I was talking to them. And they did what I told them to do. You know what I'm saying? I got on them. They did what I told them to do, and they came back, and, you know, because they wanted to see if they can have, like, some kind of snack. I don't know. And I told them, you know, you do what you got to do. Send my youngest one down. Do what you got to do. Then you come out at me. And then they both came back, and I said, you got everything done? You know, kind of, you know, they got, I can tell they got everything done. I just smile. You know, kind of trying to hold that smile back. I'd still be kind of stern. You finished it? All right. I wanted to smile, you know, they looking, you know, and I, you know, just had a glimpse of the Most High just be, he could finally smile. Everybody could finally smile in that day. You know, we laugh right now. And, you know, we had, you know, from time to time we might smile. Really, it's the thought of greater things to come. Continuing on. Let's go to a couple more and we can knock it on out. Let's see. This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And that shall be a time of trouble which as never before seen since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book, which is only the 1/3, starting with the elect. That's who are written in the book of life, not the 2/3. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Yeah. So, you know, in that time, I would rather be one of those that wake up into light, be able to laugh and smile. Not the everlasting shame and contempt, man. Because you're never going to forget. We're going to fully see in that day. We're going to fully see it, not as through a glass darkly, like now. We're going to know all the secrets and everything that's going on. It's not going to be hidden from us, Even the remembrance of this place or maybe our past lives, all of that, man. And I don't want to have my head down. I never have. Salvation has always been the head desire in my life since I found out about heaven and hell as a child, It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. That's a glorious thing. So that's what we're doing with these video epistles and preaching on the highways and the hedges, is we trying to turn you to righteousness, man, so we can shine in that day. That's a glorious thing, man. We truly look forward to that day. Oh, Lord, yeah, about Shem shine. Shine as the brightness of the firmament. The firmament, man, always lit. It's always bright, even when you somewhere and it's pitch black, you can still look up in the sky and it has a light to it. Even though you can't see around you, it still has a light to it, man. That's a great light that could be seen all around the world. That's a great light. Let's see. Let's see. With that, I'll end it off. I have a couple more scriptures, but I'll use that to another lesson. So, first of all, I hope you were edified in His word and His truth. We'd like to give all praises and highest honors to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Ba'ashem Makah Kodash. Shalom to all the brothers out there who do these works in truth and sincerity. Keep your head up, and all of those that aren't ashamed now, you're going to be ashamed soon enough. And the kingdom to come, even before the kingdom comes, man, as it's on its way unto it, So keep your head up, and Yahweh keep pushing. Till then, Shalom.